There you go. Click it.
I wonder why this keeps happening.
If you still have the old chat open, hurry up and say something. Are you guys there? Oh. It says we're live, but...
It says we're live.
There we go. Sorry about that. Is anybody there? Okay. Sorry about that. It seems like it's exactly the same amount of time as the last time. I'm wondering if it's not this app that we're using. We're using the Emoze live YouTube app. That's what other people have used. So I don't know. You don't see me? Or is that delayed because I hadn't turned the camera around yet? Trish. Anyway, so I don't know why the Emoze live YouTube app...
They see us. Welcome back.
Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I think it's the app. I think it just shuts itself off. Whatever. We're too cool to be shut off, right? Are you guys having fun? Is this good? So where were we? Pigs? We want pigs. Yes. No, Ryan doesn't want pigs. No. And plus, you guys have to keep in mind, we rent. So we have to take baby steps and make sure that we're not, overstepping any boundaries and making sure that we don't do too much too fast. So we want to keep everybody happy. I hope everybody on the other chat went back out and came back in again.
Thank you, Willow Creek. This is fun for us too, I think. Ooh, yeah, I think we need to probably get a webcam.
All right.
Computer.
I've had this question like 3 times, and I tried to answer it, but it didn't get understood apparently. So, are you able to let the chickens scratch out the deep bedding pile to save you some work? Oh, the pile! I thought you meant in the barn. Duh. That's why you didn't... That's why when I answered earlier, you didn't know that I was answering you. Because I said, no, we can't let the chickens in the barn. That's a good idea, but the chicken tractors wouldn't fit over them. And we can't let our chickens out. We have several pairs of hawks. One huge nesting pair that lives over our pond, and they will eat them all. I'm new to milking goats. Is there anything I need to be aware of that DE won't fix? Yeah, there's a lot more that to it than just DED's. Not gonna scratch much. What is your favorite thing about homesteading? Well, did you watch our 10 reasons why we homestead? Just kidding, Jason. Favorite thing about homesteading?
I like how it's transformed kind of my whole way of life, really. Because it becomes such a routine thing. I couldn't imagine having to go to the store now and buy eggs when I can just get them from my backyard. I don't drink a lot of milk, but if I have a peanut butter sandwich, yeah, I'll have a big glass of goat milk. I love the cheese that's made from it. So yeah, I really...
Yes, Claire Burke, I still need that tiller fixed.
Lynn trying to homestead. Do I have shearing sheep at work? The sheep that are at my work are mostly East Frisian.
Bye, Jenny.
Mostly East
Thank
Frisian.
You for coming.
And Katahdins, which the Katahdins are hair sheep, and the East Frisian, yeah, they do shear them once a year. They have a guy come and do it, though. We don't do it.
Okay, sorry. Did we get all those questions? I can't scroll back up to see them. Ryan, you can scroll up on your phone. I don't know that we saw a population increase in our predator birds, Jason, but we've just always had a lot of them on this property. We do have a 3-acre pond. Oh, the questions show up faster on your phone than they do on the screen. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I thought you do that.
So So we do have a pond, and they like to hunt around the pond. So that attracts them. We're going to actually use it right away, the mulch. It has been in there for several months as a deep layer, and so it has been able to decompose underneath, and it is already at a pretty close to a composted level. And once we spread it out on the garden, it's going to be pretty easy to plant in it at that point. Goat pellets are not as strong as chicken poop or horse or cow, where you have to let it compost for a year. Goat and rabbit are a little different, so you can use it. You can use it sooner. I should sell my seeds in t-shirts, Rena. Do you still use the manual milking machine? When I separate the goats from their babies at night and get a lot of milk in the morning, I do use it, especially on those Alpines. They're really hard. We feed our goats. I do have a video about that, I think. But we feed them non-GMO all stock, alfalfa pellets, black oil sunflower seeds, oats, chaff hay, alfalfa hay, Bermuda hay, organic fruit juice pulp, so vegetable and fruit pulp from an organic juice company, their trace minerals, and all of the forage that they get out there. Yeah, Brie, it accumulates pretty fast, doesn't it? We believe that all raw milk is safe if it's been handled correctly. For our own use and for our family's use, we're not afraid of raw milk. For that question about what do we do to keep our goat's milk safe to drink, we don't pasteurize it. So we just make sure that we milk into clean conditions, into a clean container, and we filter it just to get the hair out if there's any hair. And then it's full of good bacteria for our bodies. That's our belief. Some people feel differently and do pasteurize it first.
Let it snow. Alpines are great pack goats. I've noticed that. I love the Nubians.
Yes, Hank, he does.
The Nubians are like very diva-like and needy and
Diva?
talky. Yeah, they're really talky.
I love diva
I
goats.
love them. Nubians are they're
why I
my
love
favorite. But the Alpines, I've noticed that they stick together and they follow routines very well.
I think he means like pack, like they'll carry your bags up a mountain. Pack.
Maybe.
Who said that?
I should
Let
put
it
them to
snow?
work. Maybe I'll put them to work then. Hank Mullins, I would do more videos, but I do work full time, so my time's kind of limited. When I get home, I always have stuff to do. You guys don't see me a lot because after work I'm going to the feed store or the grocery store.
I don't do a lot of videos in the evening anyway, so.
So yeah, on my weekends when I make it my mission to make a video, I make a video, but.
And I love it when he does that because it gives me a break, and he's good at it, y'all.
I wish this was my full-time job, really. But I mean, that
would be nice.
We're not there yet. Somebody's still got to go out and clock in somewhere. So, and that's me for right now.
What temp? Peoria dude asked, what temp do you need to keep raw milk? Cold. What temp is a refrigerator? We keep it in the refrigerator. Caitlin, she probably was referring to the fact that she didn't know that it didn't have to be composted as long as other manures. Goat and rabbit manure are both on a shorter cycle of having to be composted. I have thought about trying another goat breed. Like, I don't want Saanens. I don't know why. I just not interested in them. But I was interested in La Manchas, but Ryan said the no ears creeps him out because they have little no ears. Yeah, I like to get my vlogs done early, Willow. Drying off one of the goats. Why And can you explain the thinking behind that? So I still haven't dried her off. She's still producing. I have been like trying to leave a little bit more milk in her every time, and then she just produces the same amount the next day. So I need to start skipping days on her. But the reason why I was wanting to dry her off is she's been in milk for 10 months. She had her babies in the summer, which is unusual for Nubians. So she's been milking for a long time, and I don't know how long her body would want to go through that. They do not breathe. Really?
That's why I was chuckling. I saw her comment. I was like, they got no ears, man. It's weird. It's weird.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Kitty, that you missed some of it. Hi, B-Lady. Yeah, so we like all kinds of animals. I'm really into poultry. I want an emu, but they're hard to come by and they're really expensive when you do find them. Good job on the thumbs up, people. Thank you. We've got 51 people watching now, so I'm hoping to have 51 thumbs ups on this video. Yeah, there we go. Come on. So it's very encouraging when I see that. Only you and I can see that. Okay.
Oh man. A big thumbs up popped up on the screen, and I put my face over it.
So that the thumbs up was...
Oh, there's a thumbs down? That's not cool.
Who gave us a thumbs down?
I'll assume that was an accident.
Hey, we might have to figure out how to get a moderator on here. It's probably an accident. You're right. I think we're doing a good job.
How did the carousel package items turn out now that it's been a while?
Okay. What have you used your paracord on?
I've used the paracord.
The key to the gun safe?
I put it on a key that goes to my gun safe. I made a...
They are huge eggs, Jason.
I gave some to my friend who's into cracking whips. Apparently whips need a cracker on the end of them, and the paracord is an ideal material for it. So we used some and made a cracker for his whip, and that was kind of fun.
Oh, Lisa, I didn't even see you in here. Is that your first comment? Girl. So for those of you who don't follow Lisa's World, go on over there and give her a subscription. She's got some great videos. 2 years would be a long time to keep a goat in milk. They could definitely stay in milk for 2 years, but that's not normal, because they would normally be bred again. Every year they would be bred again. And for the last 2 months of their pregnancy, you have to dry them off so that the body can focus on developing a baby. If you have a goat in milk for 2 years, that's amazing. And, I don't know how you would keep the body condition score up with that much strain on the body. I know I've been in milk for 2 years and my body's strained. Probably TMI for some of you guys out there, but you ladies don't care.
So Nancy Rigari. Yeah, so you're saying haters gonna hate. So if we're doing well, we're gonna get some people that are trolls. I guess that's how
it was probably an accident.
Yeah. I hope it was. From the Russians.
So Albany Mountain Homestead, why are you saying 2 years and that is early to dry off? Everybody go check out Willow Creek Homestead. Give her a thumbs up and subscribe to her channel. She is awesome. She's great, and their videos are wonderful, and their channel is growing, and they're just doing great things. Is that better, Trish? No, but in all seriousness, guys, I love that girl. She's the best. Go see anybody that you see in this chat. If you haven't checked out Art and Bree, go check them out. Good friends with Bree. But just look at this chat room, y'all. Click on the name, look at the 3 dots, go to channel, and go to their channel and subscribe, because this is a community, y'all. We all have to be here to support each other and love each other and be good to each other. And that's just how it is.
Community.
We're trying to grow other things as well to sell at the market, yes. But we don't know if we're going to. I mean, it's just between time and money and kids, it's hard to tell what we're going to be able to sell from 1 week to the next, never mind to sign up for a whole year at a farmer's market. So we are selling things to our friends. So we can do that, and we can sell it out front. I can put a sign in front of the house that says eggs for sale. And when I do have extra produce, I can bring it to the market.
Kristen Rad, how many goats would you recommend for someone just starting out, like a minimum number?
3.
3?
I think 2 is doable, but I think 3 just makes it just flows easier. But 2 is definitely doable, but you have to have more than 1. There is all-star channels in the comments, Peoria, dude. That is right. Oh, good. You just subbed Art and Bree. They are awesome. You're going to love them, Jason. Yeah, she's been in milk for 10 months, and that's usually the maximum amount of time that they are in milk, because usually they're bred by then, and you dry them off for their bodies to stay strong. Am I missing something, Albany? Mountain Homestead? Why more than 1? Good question, Lisa. Goats are herd animals. And if you have 1 goat, not only are they going to be miserable, you're going to be miserable. Because that goat is going to try to jump the fence to come up on your front porch to be with you. Because they are herd animals. And they do not like to be alone. They will cry, they will whine, and they will not be nice babies for you. So, the other carousel items that we got, I got a scrubby, and I used that today to wash my back. What was the other carousel? The boys got their bracelets, and they love them. And my picture, I have up here on the fireplace mantle is not framed yet, so I'm gonna frame it and hang it up somewhere. How long do you let them dry off before breeding again? I normally have them bred while they're still in milk. She had a different heat cycle. She was completely different than all my other goats. Jonah would too approve. He would love some goats. I know he would. Jonah, you need some goats. Let Trish have goats. And goats are addictive too. And so is the Art and Bree channel.
Homesteading in general is addictive.
It is. It really is.
You think about it. I mean, we started at a house we used to live at. You know, we were gardeners, of course, but we started with chickens. That's the gateway animal. And then we brought our chickens here to this house. And then we just went up from there. We got turkey, ducks, a pig.
Simply
farm.
7, you might want to try goat milk. Sorry. Go ahead. What?
Let's see.
A hot dog.
Sure.
I have
Bring it. Just
Are
bring it with
goats like cows when it comes to dairy? I'm not sure.
you. No, they're different.
I think
the-
they're.
The milk is more digestible.
Yeah, the milk, the goat's milk's going to be more digestible for your stomach. I think there's less lactose. Is that true?
Yeah, and their milk is naturally homogenized too, so it doesn't sit on your stomach the same way, and it has a lot more vitamins and enzymes in it than any other milk. Goat milk is the best thing in the world for any animal.
I'm mildly lactose intolerant, but I can drink a whole glass of goat's milk and nothing happens to me. And I'm not a milk drinker, so how often I do it is very rare, you know. But doesn't seem to bug me at all.
Homestead with the cases. When I separate the kids and milk all of them, I can get 2.5 gallons in one milking.
Our property is a little less than 15 acres, but it's not all accessible to us. There's a big chunk of it. There's a big giant pond that kind of separates
5
it in
months,
half.
Jason.
And then behind that, there's 2 pastures that we really can't get to without, we can get there on foot, but we'd really need a tractor or a small farm vehicle to get back there. So,
Lisa, there are a lot of great goat milk recipes to supplement breast milk, but you have to add other things to it. And that is something that there are some great recipes online. Jason, I don't know if you heard me say 5 months. 5 months is how long they're pregnant for. And the last 2 months is when you dry them off.
how high are the upkeep costs on a small goat herd, like 3?
Depends on how much you pay for your milk at the current time and like how much milk you're going to get from them, I would think.
I mean, I think they're asking like feed costs for the hay and the feed. If you're going to go non-GMO grain, or are you going to get just goat feed from the store? A bale of Bermuda here is $8.50 for Bermuda. I'm lucky. I have an alfalfa connection, and I get a good deal for alfalfa, but that's only because I work on a farm. So it's tough to say. We really, I go to the feed store a lot, but I have to get stuff for all sorts of different animals, so keeping track of that's kind of, probably should keep better records of.
Oops. I'm commenting as Ryan Jarnonich, for those of you who just saw that comment. Sorry.
Oh, you just told them how to say my name.
I saw that question kept coming up if we were using the milk machine. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she turned her kid orange. That's from all the carrot juice. That'll do it. I've heard of that before. Sorry about my squeaky chairs. I told Ryan not to shift his weight in the chairs while we were on live because the squeaky chairs. And here I am doing it. It is pretty costly, but when you consider what you get in return, it's not as bad. Nourishing Traditions. Yes, that's where the recipe is for the baby formula. Go check that out, Lisa. And Lisa, message me afterwards if there's anything I can do to help. I am still lactating. I'd be willing to help.
Homesteading is definitely not free, but it's so rewarding.
Yeah, and my thing about wanting 10 goats and milk is because I want to be making enough that I'm not just covering feed costs. So a lot of them, if you count up what it would cost to buy all this milk, I'm already making money in a way, because I'm not buying any milk. But okay, go ahead. The little bit that we do, not cover in feed costs. We're covering it in feed costs. We're covering all the feed costs, not just for the goats. Our egg and milk sales can cover all of our animals' feed and then some. So it's working out nicely. And the cost does get better as time goes on. Once you have, like Bree said, the infrastructure is the hardest part. We don't have permanent fences, but we need more of the electric net fences. So when we buy more of those, that's a one-time thing. We don't have to, keep paying for that. The feed is the big thing, because we do feed our goats a lot. More than some people do, but we have really healthy goats, and I think that that's helped us from having any other pest issues and stuff. So that's good. You pay $8 for a gallon of goat milk. That is really cheap. $10 to $13 here. Yeah, if I had bucklings that weren't going to be going to a good home, I would sell them for meat if I had to, definitely. Because, I mean, I'm not going to hold on to an animal that I can't do anything with. But I hope and I pray that I'm going to get great homes for all of these bucklings. I have 3 baby buckling Nubians that are purebred, wonderful genetics, great milking lines. So if you know anybody in the Georgia area that's looking for a herd sire or a buck, why you got a face like that? You think I'm plugging my own self? You bet I am.
Please.
But they're not ready to wean yet, and I will not pull them off their mom early. They'll stay on mommy for at least 3 months.
I say we're capped off on getting any new animals until we can find homes for the other ones.
That may not be true, y'all. Shh, don't tell anybody, but there may be some additions coming soon. You said when the 2 baby Alpine bucklings leave that I could maybe get something else. Shh. Ryan's like, what are you talking about?
We're going to have a talk off camera.
Oh, but the 2 bucklings from the Alpines have a permanent home already chosen since they were babies, so they're going to be good there. Good thumbs up, y'all. Thank you. We got 61 of you watching. That's awesome. We really appreciate everybody that's here. This is awesome. I'm really enjoying it. I have no idea what time it is. If y'all have to go, I understand. I guess it's been an hour. We had a few interruptions, though. Yeah. Does anybody have any more questions? There's a delay.
That's fine. I got the look of death.
Well,
I'm immune to that.
I don't think it was necessarily the look of death that he was giving me. It was more like I can't believe you just said that on live. Like, weren't you gonna wait and surprise people with that info? How many people live in our house? We have a family of 6. I have 2 teenagers, 2 little ones, and Ryan and I. Everybody give a thumbs up. Woo woo! I do sell hatching. Oh no, I don't sell hatching eggs. I'm sorry. I could do that if I get the breeds separated and correct, but I do sell the chicks. I do hatch out chicks and sell them.
What kind of electric fencing do we use?
Thank you, Bree.
We use Premier fencing from
Premier One.
Premier One. That's what I use at work also. That's where I first heard of it, and we really trust it for sheep. It's worked great at work for the sheep and for the cows at my work. So when it was time here for us to get electric net fencing, we went with the same company, Premier One. Good quality product. I've seen the other brands, they don't hold up as long, not nearly as long. They deteriorate over time.
Don't worry, Vicky, we won't go yet.
Yeah, Premier One, they're really good supplies.
We're not that normal, I wouldn't say. How long have we been homesteading? I've been homesteading pretty much my entire life. I grew up in a homesteading family. And then once I moved away from home, even when I didn't have a yard to homestead in, I had a balcony with plants growing on it, and I canned, and I did all the homesteading stuff. So I consider that homesteading. You can be an apartment homesteader for sure. Thank you, Jonathan, from Lone Star Living. Go check out Lone Star Living too, guys. And the Holler Homestead, and Willow Creek, and Homesteading with the Cases, and Albany Mountain Homestead. Check out all these channels. If you get a lot of water on the eggs, it could remove the bloom and cause issues, but a little bit of water should be okay because high humidity is good for the eggs.
Does that fencing work in the snow? I think the first year I was working on the sheep farm, it snowed.
Is Bree leaving? I didn't see her say bye.
And
bye, Bree.
I think it still worked in the snow. It depends on how deep of a snow, because
we don't have snow.
The bottom strand is not electric, so that can touch the ground or the snow.
Did you get released? Yeah.
here, Liam just found his way into the kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, Liam.
Naked boy. He's not completely naked. He's got a cloth diaper on.
Unclothed. Just a
got
cloth diaper.
He's got his diaper on.